Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're looking at some more news coming through today. We've got two news stories and one sort of article about some awards, so let's get into those right now. So the first thing we look at here is something that's going around the houses, has been going around the houses for, God, months now, probably almost a year now at this point. But we've got the RF 300 to 600. Is it going to be a 300 to 600? Is it going to be a 200 to 500? We just don't know. But with Sigma launching their 300 to 600 5.6, it is more logical that Canon would match that in a sense, knowing the market likes that size. So we'll see. Hopefully something comes out soon about it, because it would be really nice to see a replacement for the 200 to 400 f4. Like, I would really love this 200 to 500 f4 with a built-in 1.4 converter. That for me would be the logical step from the 200 to 400 with the built-in converter personally. But I do feel that the way the manufacturing is going forward is people do want that longer end reach. I'm glad to see it's a 5.6. There's rumours it was going to be 6.3 or something a bit longer than that, a 1.2. It's going to be a lot of money though, isn't it? You know, the Sigma one's 6,000. There we go, $6,000. This is going to be $8,000 at least, isn't it? Let's be honest. 200 to 400 is still £13,500 even now, and that is a 10-year-old lens now. I bought mine for £4 second hand in almost new condition. You know, so you're going to be at least looking at 8, maybe even 10 when this lens comes out. It's going to be a lot more than the Sigma. But again, I spoke about the Sigma when it launched beginning of the year. I spoke to the guys at Sigma when I was at the London Camera Show, and they said they have no intentions for the next few years, at least, to bring that 200 to 600 to a Canon RF mount. And I think it's because Canon have said no, don't, because we've got a lens exactly the same focal length coming to you with the same aperture, and we want to force people to buy that lens instead. Let me know your thoughts. Which focal length do you want to see, and is it something that you would be interested in buying, even if it's $10,000? Next article we look at here is 20 years of the Canon EOS 5D. I assume they mean the EOS 5 series rather than the 5D. But 20 years, well, how incredible, how things have changed, how time has come. You know, it's been a long old time, and obviously, you know, digital cameras come a long way, but the 5D is still a pretty incredible workhorse, and something I do want to buy in the future to test. And I do want to at some point buy the whole 5 series like I have with the 1D series, just because it's a camera that's always intrigued me, but I've never personally bought into it. I've never used a 5D or 5 series camera for that fact. So, you know, at some point I do want to get an R5 as well, so it's all about balancing what to get, when to get it kind of thing at the moment. But it's a very interesting camera. Obviously it started at 12 megapixels, then went up to 24, and then up to the 50s. You get the 5D RS, 54 megapixels, which is a camera I really want to try test out, especially for animal portraits. I think that camera could be absolutely incredible. So you've got enough light, because obviously the more megapixels you have, the worse the camera performs in low light conditions. But, you know, in the summer, when we've got sort of big cats and stuff staring at you, there's a few places you can go in the UK to get those kind of photos. And with my 300mm 2.8, or even if I jump the gun and actually finally invest in a 200mm f2, you know, some of the imagery I could potentially be getting with that combination could be incredible. So it's definitely a lineup I want to go through. Maybe with their 20-year anniversary is something that I should be looking at. So let me know your thoughts. Have you got 5D? Have you used a 5D series camera at all? Let me know in the comments down below, and do you think it's something that I should be buying into to review on the channel, or is it something you'd be interested in? I can obviously then compare them to the 1Ds and the 7Ds and the R6s and everything else we've got in the household at the moment. So it's something that can progress through the channel. Let me know in the comments down below. And finally, the ESA Awards for 2025-2026. Canon have won a few things, and obviously this sometimes gets a little controversial because I believe you do have to pay to enter, so it's kind of almost like a pay to win kind of thing. Didn't win Camera of the Year, that was down to the Sony, but professional camera, the R1, got that one there, which is quite cool. Full frame camera, the R5 Mark II, got that there as well, which is really nice to see. Vlogging camera, the PowerShot V1, got that one in the bag. Standard lens, the RF50 1.4, that's pretty good to see as well. I believe there is another one down here. The Canon RF7200 got the telephoto zoom lens, which is really great to see. And it's interesting that we talked about it earlier today. Sigma 300-600 got the Ultra Telephoto Zoom Award. And then they won with printer as well. So printer Image Graph Photograph Pro 1100. Really nice printer actually. I saw this on the camera show. Really nice quality images from this. But photo accessory, that's won that as well. So 6 awards in total, which is really good. Obviously, take it with a pinch of salt, but it tells you where the market's kind of going, where people have been shouting for ages about the R5 Mark II, which is really good to see. And it's good to see as well the R1's doing really well, because I've been a little bit concerned looking at the second-hand market. There is quite a few R1s on the second-hand market at the moment, which is slightly concerning in a sense, because it's like, why are people getting rid of them so quickly? But it's clearly it's a very good professional camera still. Something I've used very briefly at the London Camera Show. Something I'd love to get my hands on a bit more long term, but we'll see where the channel takes us. Let me know your thoughts on the awards. Is there anything that Canon missed out on that you think they should have won, or do you think it's how it should be in front of you right there? So what did you think of those articles? Are you excited for a sort of big telephoto zoom lens from Canon, or do you think it's going to be a bit overpriced for what you're going to get compared to some third-party options that aren't available in the RF mount yet? Also, let me know what you think about the awards ceremony. Do you think that's a bit of a pay-to-win kind of situation, where the brands kind of let each other win a certain amount of stuff, or do you think that's a genuine award? And are you pleased to see the cameras and think the cameras that you've seen me look through, do you think they're deserved of where they are sat in those awards ceremony parts? Let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know anything I've missed as well that I can add to next week's news video, and happy to see you next time. Thanks for always. See you again soon. Goodbye.